of them thought, oh, Lord Uzih is sick.
You did not do class yesterday.
No, I did not do any class yesterday. What happened was, yesterday, while I was here, I was forbidden from going to the beach to answer for a particular judgment. Was the judgment against me? The judgment was not against me. The judgment was against two of the people I did ritual for. You hear me now? Number one. Then somebody who was with me while I was doing the ritual was a goddess who had once lived here in this western part of Africa over 2,000 years, a reincarnated one, I told you. Now look at what happened. For me to carry out that ritual in the presence of that goddess, and the goddess who was there don't even know that she is actually a reincarnated goddess. I'm the one that is making her know. She started looking through her life and the rest of. Now, such ritual, or maybe you don't know what I did done 3 nights ago. Such ritual is supposed to be a ritual I'm supposed to do either alone. Not even either alone. I'm supposed to do it alone. That was what I did for the one that called me today about the wife I brought and the rest of. Now, what was happening yesterday was not that I was sick. Nothing was happening to my biology. What was happening? I am supposed to stand before the judgment to defend who I'm supposed to defend because I didn't do proper consultation. Most times when I do ritual, I do consultation first. But these people I went to do ritual for, I did ritual for them because they sent money for me to promote African spirituality. And let me tell you something about spirituality. If you like, carry all the 1 million and 20 million naira and pay into a shrine, the shrine will still kill you if they want to kill you. You can't buy the gods. You can only manipulate the gods. Who can manipulate the gods is the one who speaks with the gods or a god or a chosen one. And let me tell you, most people don't understand. They feel, oh, spirituality, and they give you for the... See, if people understand, if they read the ancient texts of gods, they will know that poor people were never allowed to enter the temple. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Check the history of the major gods of Africa. Poor people were never allowed to enter the temple. So people who were allowed to come into the temple were men who were able to offer gold. So the gods were specifically blessing people. So that was the format. I tell people about spirituality is science. So that was the format I used, and I said, those who are able to offer 100,000 above, I'm going to do a kind of special ritual. You get it now? Yeah. Now look at what happened. They were summoning myself, the Uzih, to come and appear to why I did that ritual. Not that the ritual was not accepted. It was accepted. But there was an error somewhere, which personally myself know. I can't say it out. Now, what was happening to me here yesterday was my spirit, my true self, leaving my body. You get it now? At first, I didn't understand. It was later I finally understood. Now, if I had yielded without going online to say, okay, those of you, that's when I went on Facebook, I said, only those who are chosen and priests should pour libation. Because if ordinary people decide to do that prayer, I'm trying to make the gods more angry. So now, look at what happened. If I had yielded that yesterday while lying down here or in the office, and I went to present myself in the Ajar River to answer to the judgment that yesterday, you know what would have happened? It's either Mina would have walked in and say, Daddy, mommy said you should come and collect something. I did not respond. You will now walk in, touch me. I did not respond. What will happen?
Blow alarm.
You will now shout, Ome. You will definitely scream. They will now carry my body out of here inside a car, rush me to the hospital. While all of this is happening, the spirit is not aware. Now, let me tell you something. When you leave your body, you don't know how you look. The spirit does not know how you look like the moment your body is moved. So the spirit starts looking for another more perfect body than the body they exhibited before. But when I go, and for example, now something happened. That's why I see some people, when they want to do some certain rituals, they lock their door. Nobody can come in. Because they don't know how long their spirit will stay. You get it now?
The spirit is on a mission.
Good.
So he's not aware
of what is happening to the body.
But attending to the mission at the time.
Good. The moment I must have been done with the judgment, on my way coming back, I will come to this spot where I left. The body is not there. You know what I will now start doing? I start roaming because it's not my time to leave. Now, in that time of roaming, the next point of action is to start looking for a pregnant woman or a woman that is about to give birth to a child. And most times, before I can do that, I will first check the whole of my family members and your family members.
I want to recarnate from.
And I want to recarnate back from. If I cannot, you know where I go to? I go back to my ancestral home where I was born. I remain there. Because I was a great man, I am now an ancestor that people pour libation for. I start guiding my children. I start protecting you, protecting this person, protecting as much as protecting. That happened when I am a chosen one. But as a God, when I come back and Madam see my body, what happened? I go back to the source where I came from, which is the water. Now, two things are happening. When I go back to the water, two things will happen. It's either I'm going back angry or going back to say, anyway, I don't have time for this life before. Let me go back to my essence. So when I go back to the sea, become the God of the sea, those of you who believe in me, keep worshiping me, I keep blessing. But either way, if I go back angry, like Oloku went back angered against mankind, that's why not everybody that call to Oloku blesses. Oloku will curse. Shango will bless. Shango will curse. When I get there, majority of the time, when gods die and they go back to their essence, they literally take blood or people alongside with them. In that area, an accident can happen. Somebody can go to the water and they will drown for somebody to be escorted. Or in a year later or in 7 months later, somebody in the family will die. That person don't escort them. It's just gonna go. So what happened that I was not feeling any physical pain, but I was seeing myself doubling. Like my spirit is leaving. Good. Now, if I am not fully spiritually aware of myself, somebody like me, if the call they are calling me by the sea is so high, I might just be on top of the steering, driving, and they call, my spirit will just leave. My physical body will have an accident. They will rush me. Before I will come back to my physical body.
They've moved it.
So you see, a lot of people that you don't understand how the car just is their spirit that left them. They were summoned. And this summoning could be their gods or their chosen one, their messengers, or somebody is summoning them. You understand? For example, now, if somebody insulted me on Facebook, for example, I really want to say, let me practice wickedness. Like Nigeria, let me practice real wickedness. All I need to do, I'm sure that they get sense, so they don't use their real account, is to save the image. I've actually done it like twice. I remember the person was not even using the image. It was somebody else's. The person that wrote the message. Because there's no message you write, whether it's on social media, that did not come from yourself. It came from yourself. So when I'm reading the message you wrote to me, and the person that I'm seeing is not the person, it will not come from that person. If you tell me that it's a different, the signal is coming from different places. So it's possible for somebody to say, okay, what this person have done, and this summoning of spirit, we don't know how to do it here in Africa. You know, when people collect the knowledge, now white.
You know, that's what the Illuminati they do.
No, when they came to Africa, they took the knowledge back.
There's a cult in Africa. I've forgotten the name, but it's the Masons, the Freemasons that formed the cult in Egypt.
Okay.
Before they now spread
around
in US. So there are some special people who go into that
Yes.
throne room
Yes.
and know those secrets.
Yes.
Now, when they die, they pick a special
Person from inside.
from their family to
Yes, to
replace
take
them.
over. Yes.
So those are the people that knows the secret. So many of the Freemasons and Illuminati you see, they are not even the real people.
See, according to what I discovered, the Freemason, there are different levels.
There are different levels. Yes.
The highest level, the person you think is the highest level is not even the
Not
highest.
even the highest level.
Now let me tell you
Just
something.
like we have the Black Pope. The Black Pope is part of the Freemasons.
Yes. Now let me tell you something. Now, do you know that to summon person spirit, people who are in the US will agree with me. Go to Atlanta, Georgia. Go to Texas, even to California. All this not be black person, no. Not be Otokutu person, no. Not be Benin Winshow. These white ladies,
Yes.
they will summon your spirit inside a doll, and whatever thing they do to the doll will be happening to you. And they do it to their fellow self. We found out that news will come, say, so person, he drowned, he fell and drowned. He was driving and they don't summon his spirit. Can we do it here in Africa? No, it's not possible.
We take the case of Whitney Houston.
Mm.
You know how she died?
Mm.
She was free from drug. She was free. She was declared clean.
Clean.
But somehow, after she came back, she was looking very
Clean.
Clean and all that. But somehow she drowned.
Wait, he drowned her. So why?
Now nobody knows what drowned her.
Nah.
They
Why?
said nobody drowned her.
Good.
But she drowned.
Drowned.
They
Now-
now said there was some traces of drug in her system. But the major autopsy was she drowned.
She
Now,
drowned.
Who drowned
Drowned.
her?
Now the question here is that when she was even on drugs and the rest of, why she not drowned those times? Now when he did clean, it means that even herself being in that drug, she was being manipulated into it.
Yes.
Now she's
Somebody
out.
was accusing a producer, the man that found her.
She's out of the drug now. Now she drowned. Not only did she drown, even if Pikin see go
That
the same way. So if people understand what spirituality is, they will shut up. Let me tell you, I tell you a lot of people, do you know that it's not everybody that insults me on social media I will actually lay curse on and it will work? Because if I lay curse on the person and it work, look at what is happening. If everybody I lay curse on will work, look at what will happen now. That person I laid curse on out of anger, you know what will happen? There is a firm of protection around that person, either from the ancestor. So that curse I laid has hit the protection, but it did not touch the person. But that wall is what? Is shattered. Now, that person now, we now look for trouble of another person. When that person hits, it will not hit the person. It was not my curse that kills this person. My curse broke that hedge of protection.
That is where they use in the Bible that says when a man sins, the edge is broken.
Yes. So it was my curse that broke the edge. That's why sometimes when somebody make me angry and out of the spirit I curse, I just use one word. Don't expect it in a month time. Don't expect it in a year time. It might even happen 5 years time. But you will know that it came from Uzih.